Sagittarius, what's going on? This is your reading for April 2021. Thanks for checking out my channel. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel grow and it is greatly appreciated. Let's just jump right into it. Current state of affairs, the heart of the matter, or what you're dealing with right now in your experience, that you feel a bit overwhelmed. Looks like there's been some events, some experiences in your life that have happened, and almost feels like it's too much to bear all at once, and you kind of feel, I'm not getting this feeling that I'm trapped, but I'm just kind of feeling overburdened. Things may not have gone the way that you have planned, but Spirit is telling me right now, know this is for your highest and best good. Know that this is going to lead you to better things. And to really kind of focus on the fact that, you know, while you may not feel like the light is shining down on you right now, to know that better things are on their way, that this will turn out much better than you thought it would. So let's see here. What is the challenge that you're dealing with right now? The challenge you're dealing with right now, yeah, it looks like there's just a lot of turbulence. I'm looking at the photo in this picture, and it just looks like there's so much going on. The waves are crashing. There's stuff all over the place. You feel like you have a lot of responsibilities. You have a lot to take care of, a lot to handle, and this and that, and it's kind of wearing you down a bit. Do not worry. This is a moment of transition for you. This is a moment of, you know, like you might feel like you're stuck in the storm, but the storm will pass, the sun will shine, things will eventually, you know, be something that will turn to your benefit. It's just more of just being determined, getting through it, handling what needs to be handled, and moving forward in the best possible way, and staying positive through it more than anything. Really just kind of pushing forward. Doing what needs to be taken care of, and making sure that you're getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, taking care of yourself as well. Don't feel like you have to take care of everything all at once. Be realistic, use your logic, do what needs to be done, but also know when to go, okay, I've done enough today, I'm gonna get some rest. You know, also I'm hearing eat really, really good foods for yourself. Do foods, drinks, whatever. If you're struggling with, you know, health issues, that sort of thing, it's a time to really kind of focus on what is going to help you heal. Let's see, underlying influences, subconscious influences in this matter. I don't know, I'm feeling a sense of loss. There might be some grief that you're dealing with. Feeling like things had not turned out the way that you had hoped. Things didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. Things didn't go necessarily as planned, and you're kind of going, well, you know, what do I do now? You know, kind of feeling like, you know, there's so much on your plate that you're just kind of, you know, you're really, really just kind of feeling a little stressed. Maybe even a little sad, you know. I'm looking at the woman's face in this card, and she looks a little sullen, I don't know why I heard the word sullen. That's not a word that I normally use, so maybe that'll resonate for somebody out there. Feeling, you know, enjoying the small things. It's more about looking what's around you, what it is that you do have versus what it is that you're dealing with, and being grateful and appreciative for what it is that you still have in your life, that sort of sense. Let's see, the past, influences of the past. It's time to really time to take stock of what has happened, to take a look at the way things have gone. You know, things might be a struggle right now, but this is an opportunity to, you know, learn from what is that has occurred in your life moving forward, and how to maybe alleviate some emotions, release some things. I'm hearing journaling is going to help this, kind of help you put things in perspective as far as, you know, the steps to take moving forward, and what it is that you need to do in order to, you know, continue on, though things have not necessarily, you know, turned out as you would have hoped. Current present energies in this situation, it looks like it's time to, like, you know, like this, like I mentioned, journaling with this. It's kind of like creating a new path, you know. You may have taken some time to kind of, you know, ruminate and kind of figure out, you know, how you feel and what it is that, you know, you're experiencing, and, you know, kind of take stock, you know, like really take stock of what has happened, how you're moving forward, and, you know, what it all means, you know, how it affects you, that sort of thing, you know, whether it be mental influences, emotional influences, physical influences, mind, body, spirit, that sort of thing, you know. This is kind of a time of, you know, letting the dust settle, figuring out, you know, how the pieces of the puzzle land, where they all you know, kind of, where they all kind of fell, you know, apart from each other, and then finding each one, how they're all going to fit back together. Near future. Influence, important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. You know, this card right here is showing me that, you know, it is going to be something that you actually, you know, will be thankful for in the future. Something that you will look back on and you'll be like, wow, that was all, you know, that all had purpose and intent, and, you know, the universe was, you know, just saying, hey, you know, like this possibly wasn't the best possible scenario for you, was not the best possible thing for you to continue to keep going through, and it's time to make a change. It's time to move on, move to something else, do something different. And I'm hearing in my mind, you know, there's been hints along the way that, you know, maybe you've already known along the path, whether or not you wanted to fully accept it, that, you know, there were hints along the way that were saying, hey, you know, like, maybe, ouch, you know, like, this is not the best thing for you, and it's time to really focus on what it is that you want and what you need and where you're going and that sort of thing, and look at the past as a learning experience moving forward, and to be able to accept it as, you know, just a step along the way towards something better. Personal strengths. You know, here we go, right here. Here's another confirmation. Things not turning out the way you had hoped. Not seeing the positive in the situation. It says crying over spilled milk. I wouldn't necessarily say you're crying over spilled milk, but maybe, you know, there's been a sense of, you know, defeat. Maybe there's been a sense of not feeling, you know, like things didn't turn out the way that you wanted to, and, you know, kind of like feeling like you're walking around in a room and the lights are off and everything's dark and you don't know what's going to happen, and this and that, and, you know, what happens next, and everything can be a little bit uncertain, you know, at the moment, and that's really important, like leading back to this card where it's saying it's time to really take stock and figure out what everything means, figure out, you know, what the purpose of everything was in your life, and you'll find that maybe it's not so dark. Maybe it was actually the best thing for you, that whatever it is that you're going through actually came along because it's giving you this opportunity to start fresh and actually have the ability to do what it is that is going to bring you the joy that you seek and the joy that you want, and not settling for second best, that sort of thing. I just heard in my mind, don't settle for second best. You deserve more, you deserve better. Let's see, external influences. So maybe it's, you know, let's see, kind of seeking within yourself, you know, what your next steps are, where you're moving, where you're moving forward to, what it is that you're creating next. I'm getting this underlying, like, sense of just, like, you know, feeling stuck, feeling stagnant. It's time to start making decisions towards what it is that you want to do moving forward. While it may not have been what it is that you initially or ideally thought was going to be right for you, that sort of thing, you know, with the current energies, you're really given, like, you know, a great new opportunity to reevaluate, reassess what it is that's important, what you want to do, what it is that you want to create in your life, and really have the opportunity to make that like true, you know, you're or you're being given a fresh start, a second chance, that sort of thing, to be able to use all the wisdom of the past, to be able to use everything that you've learned and see how you've changed, possibly internally as a person, and how you, you know, how maybe your likes and dislikes and what it is that does make you happy and joyful, how that has changed throughout the course of your experience, and what it is that you know, maybe you need to move this over there and shift that over there, and like, oh my gosh, that worked for me before, but that doesn't make me happy anymore, so I'm going to do this because this seems really exciting, that sort of thing. It's kind of a recreation, a new, it'll breathe new life into you. It'll allow you to create things in a much better way than even you could have imagined, if you just allow yourself to sit there and kind of figure out what it is that you need and want. Hopes and fears. Yeah, here we go. Look at things from a different perspective. Your temporary standstill, that's fine. You know, that's kind of where you're at in this moment. It is important to be yourself. It is important to get in touch with yourself. It is important to figure out what it is that you want. There's nothing wrong with taking some time away, you know, being the hermit for a little while, just so you can reevaluate. You know, figure out what your next move and step is. But when you figure that out, something excites you, something you feel passionate towards, you know, you're really, you know, I would say, you know, when you figure out something, you know, like, hey, you know, I'd really like to try this, just grab the bull by the horns and go do it. Just, you know, don't worry about what other people are going to think about it. Don't worry about, you know, that sort of thing. As long as, you know, and I always say this, you know, as long as you're not harming yourself or you're not harming anybody else, do what it is that makes you happy. Do whatever it is that makes you feel joyful, because that's the most important thing. Because when you feel joy in yourself and in your life and in your experience, you have the ability to exude that and give that to others. You stand as that role model for, you know, self-confidence and that self-acceptance. So I think it's really important to, you know, shift your perspective moving forward, and really kind of, you know, figure out where it is that you're moving to next. You know, take the lessons from the past as for what they are, as just lessons, because it helped you figure out what it is that you do truly want. Final outcome for you, Sagittarius, is, you know, abundance. Things are looking awesome. Have patience, make your long-term plans, you know, cross your T's, dot your I's, figure out what it is that you're looking towards, and eventually in the future you'll realize that this was probably the best thing that could have happened for you. And it led you to a place and within and externally that you didn't even know you could achieve or experience or would even be possible. So I think this is all just kind of a process of, you know, like the, you know, pressure creates a diamond in a sense, you know, carbon under pressure will create a diamond. I think maybe you're under this pressure right now because it's allowing you to figure out what is truly right for you. So that's your reading. Once again, if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.